When the kids were little, I was very, very blessed. I had a client say, come and bring the kids to our dairy farm. Oh my gosh, how amazing. I don't know whether the kids were more excited or me. So we drive up, and in my mind, I've got this childlike imagination. I'm thinking, oh, we're going to go on horses, we're going to round up the cows, and we're going to see them go into the troughs and be milked, etc. That's not what happened. The boys were told, come on, get on the back of the quad bike. And the farmer, he was gorgeous. He said, come on, Daisy, whatever the cow's name was. And one cow followed, and all the others followed down to the gate, being ready to be put into the pens to be milked. So I was waiting down at those pens, and I've never been close to a cow. They're huge and their eyes are bawling out. Oh my gosh, big, big. Anyway, they were pushing at the gates, and I thought, oh my gosh, I can feel their fear. What's happening? So I said to my client, what's wrong with them? They seem really angry, or what's going on? Are they udders full that they have to be milked? Oh no, they just want the cake. Cake? What cake? Apparently, some dairy farmers, now I shouldn't be saying this, someone's going to say something, but I'm going to do it. Some dairy farmers allow their cows, whilst being milked, to have old stale cake as well as all the vitamins and cow food, whatever it is. And so whilst they're being milked, they're chomping away. That's in your milk. Preservatives, colours, sugars, all those things. Do you know we're not actually meant to have dairy? I know the Health Foundation says, you know, dairy is calcium. That's not where we get calcium from. Now, I'm taking a big risk saying all this, and this occurred because many, many years ago, in the early 2000s, I got very sick and I needed to look at foods and what was in them. So it's from the research that I did, but something for you to consider. And so dairy, what it does is it clogs up our lymphatic system. Now that might be armpits and breast area or groin. The lymphatic system is all around us. The lymphatic system is where we hold the emotion of guilt, but it's also, on a medical intuitive level, it's where our thoughts go into and they get cleansed and purified and they come out. Lymphatic system is also snot. So if children that have lots of snots and conjunctivitis, get them off the dairy. Guaranteed, get them off the dairy. It has to do with a lot of diverticulitis and a lot of the gut stuff, like leaky gut syndrome as well. So going back to the dairy, is it high in calcium? No. That's where your greens are, spinach and things like that. In breast milk, the molecular structure might be like this, and in dairy it might be like that. It looks completely different. Why do we have to even have dairy? It tastes creamy and smooth and yummy like that. But the idea is that it clogs up our lymphatic system and then our digestive system. When I've taken clients off dairy, oh my gosh, the clarity that they have, and they say they don't have colds or snots or hay fever or anything like that, and they feel that their liver is working way better as well. So when a child is not processing very well and they're talking about like slight general headache, or they've got lots of colds, or they just seem sickly, get them off the dairy. Now, if you've got a star child, bear in mind, they love dairy. Dairy has a nurturing factor to them, and that's how star children like nurturing, is through the milk. Whereas in aqua, they don't like the milk, and the crystals will tolerate, and the rainbows, as usual, go with the flow. But please, consider taking them off the dairy. And if you really do need like a milk, consider things like coconut milk, or a cheese, consider sheep or goat's milk. It's the same molecular structure as breast milk. But really, why do we even need the milk in the first place? So, something to consider.